Oh, hello. Good afternoon from Oregon. And I am doing this one. Just going to do the first two quarters for Donald J. Trump. And let's see how his 2024 year starts in the first two. Here's the worry doll for him. And if you aren't familiar, this is the 5 elements: earth, fire, water, mineral, nature. There's a stone for each element, and there are 2 for water. And I'll add in some little tokens. Okay, Donald J. Trump, 2024, quarter 1. This is interesting. I always say that because I always find, how do things line up the way that they do line up? And the first thing that drew my eye was right here, was this right here in fire. This is the jade ring, which means a relationship with a shell in it. This is significant, but I'll have to get back to that one. So the worry doll representing DJT is right here. Representing Donald is right here with the right hand on the orc stone. Surrender to the organization of the story. It is all about the details and how you're seen. And he wants to further unlock his story, how he's seen all of his details. This draws my eye too right away. It's the scarab beetle or a beetle. And this is telling a story, or the way he wants to tell his story. It would be like you were being attacked by 100 beetles, or your skin is eaten out by the inside by beetles. He's trying to, take apart the system in the beetle method, like eating it out by the center of it. But when you see this as a story, there is, and has to do with the repetition, saying over and over and over and over again, just sheer repetition of the same thing in your story. Although there's 2 shells down here before it comes into earth. So I think that there will be some measure of limitation of this flow of, I have other words, but maybe better not use them. Use your imagination, fill in the blank. Now this is it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the stones, of the elemental stones, are in water. The only one that's not is the blue water stone over here. And here's the platform of power. And there's the triangle here, which can mean basically your power moves. Another symbol for power or seed. We have the hummingbird here. It's trying to use his platform of power and his messaging, and still really using the title president, although and trying to emphasize that he's president, and people believe he's still president. And the firestone is holding this up, but this is lack of clarity, focus, or clear vision. Earthstone right here is murky or muddy that affects going this way. The deep water stone is right here. There are many secrets that we don't see. His messaging in a certain way is really, the purpose is to muddy the waters. That's what his messaging is. There is secrets about who he really is, the nature stone here. And all these secrets, I think these are all the secrets, some that we can imagine. There's certain things that you would, this is for entertainment purposes only. When he has all these secrets he took, and he's basically never one to miss a chance to get money, it's really factually, although you don't know for sure, it hasn't been proven, but it's really within the realm of possibility that he took money for a secret. Not that I have any factual information to back that up. It just wouldn't surprise me. And so you have shells down, which aren't proven, but are in the blue water, and other things that are in the deep water. It may be worse than what we can imagine, but certainly there's a lot yet that we have not seen. See how this is covered, about his true nature, or about who he is. When we move over to, but it's strange, is that so much it is in water. And I think that's water can be healing and reconciliation. It's also consciousness. He really is trying to change the consciousness by telling this story over here. Although I would say it's not very fact-based story. It's more at a consciousness level of redrafting, rewriting what the issues are. And the blue water is here, which are things in our awareness. And the mountain stone is here. Gold is here. One of the snake's bones is here. And this has to do with an ally. This has to also do with an ally, or even himself. This has to do with a group, and then you have the sunshine here. This is right on the spoke, which is more important. This is on the spoke. This is right on the spoke, and there's a lot of energy on the spoke coming into Earth. The mineral stone is right here. It's in the water. The mineral stone is in the, oh, I see. Mineral stone is in the water. It's inside the elephant ring, and there's a snake bone here and also one here by the gold. He's getting the GOP help. They are telling his story. He is using that avenue to affect the hearts and minds in whatever way possible. Here's the mermaid here. Although you do have this, oh, there's the cow there. The snake stone is down, which means it's not active. There's a feminine energy or female person who's trying to get people on side for him in repeating this message and help carry his case, kind of like a happy cow. And this could be Elise Stefanik. Oh, we love you, we're carrying your message. Oh, you're having trouble with the judge in New York. Oh, I'll help you, I'll write a letter. I'll use my reputation for you. Da-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sorry, I would be sarcastic on it. Anyway, but I don't think this works because the snake stone is down. But cow almost looks like you're carrying something. You're just this useful anyway, won't go further with that. I have other adjectives. I'll just let you use them with your imagination. Okay, so besides all this going on over here, right in the center, the seeing eye, a shell, and the sacred wisdom. Right in the center of Earth would be the checkpoint for Earth, and it means right at home, no need for fear or lack. But wisdom is not his. This is sacred wisdom. It's not his wisdom. This is a shell on top of coins. I think that no matter what's going on the periphery, I think that and no matter that he's trying to murky this, you have two hands right here. One hand has a paper like an indictment, that he receives an indictment for what he's done. To be the wild domesticated for what he's done. It could be that others will receive an indictment too for what they've done. It will be a speaking indictment. See right here, you've got the microphone with more information from the Department of Justice, something that we haven't seen yet. He's going to receive another indictment from the Department of Justice that is going to be much more measured. Here's the ruler and the sacred values. So no matter what he's trying to do over here, no matter what he's doing here, it becomes very clear, accessible, simple. We see what's going on. It's a shell up. We got it. They can bring the case home. So we get something new in the first quarter that pushes back a little bit on this. Now, this could be another female that's also carrying his weight, like the person who is the woman who's in charge of the GOP. It could be more than one woman who helped carrying him through to basically be his beast of burden, so to speak, and helping his message. But I just don't think it works. And over here where the sun is, I think he starts to, when the sun starts to shine on who his connections are, I think that there's nothing in this ring, and then there's a little poison. So you have the sun here and the little poison on the side. I think some of the groups that back him may start to pull off as the sunshine goes further on him, as this further gets disclosed. There's money here with the other snake bone. What the GOP is doing here consciously, they're trying to use his power as an ally. And I have wondered if at some point they use him as a martyr, or they use him to try to take over their base. So even if they look like they're backing him and the money's going to him, or they're providing money for his support or what he's doing, I don't know that they won't turn on him. Like a reader said, that the Supreme Court might find that he couldn't be on the ballot because of involved in an insurrection, which it's a really pretty easy constitutional argument to make. You don't need the so-called charge of a crime. He is charged in the DC case. He's actually charged for the violence, or that he used the mob of violence as a tool. He's charged for that. So he's basically charged for the act. It's just not under the crime of insurrection in terms of a title, but he's basically charged for using that as a tool. There's a 9 here, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 around it. I don't know what the 9 would be. There's 2 shells here and a cube, which can mean an organization. It can mean a court. Here's a bee here that moves from fire into earth. So it could be there's a lot of buzz about information coming out of a court. I would have to do other cards or other readings about this, but let's do a what if. What if this was a relationship ring with a big shell in it that's supporting for a vision, or who has been promised a vision? Let's just take the analogy. Eileen Cannon was promised, if I'm president again, you keep me out of trouble and you slow walk this case, I'll make you the Supreme Court justice, or I'll make you chief, whatever the promise could be. That vision or incentive would cause a lot of buzz about a court. If this was just by itself, but there's a shell down here, this may be thinking this is going to happen, or this will work, or he's got the ace in the hole, or his dream can be carried out by an ally. You also have this female person here. His dream is carried out by an ally who will basically be his COW to help carry or bring about whatever he wants. I don't know that this works or will work for him. Oh, 9. Oh boy. 9 could mean 9 justices. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be no. I'm not sure what this means either, but 9 is quite interesting. Or this could be he goes to the Supreme Court, there's a lot of buzz, a decision gets made. He believes his relationship has it in like flint, but I don't think it can be counted on. And see how he's leaning on his side, so he's surrendered, thinks he's got it in the bag, but he has all these shells down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shells are down, 1 shell up, shell down, shell down, shell down. Like, he thinks he's got the key to unlock this. He thinks he's got the allies that will bring this about. But he doesn't know yet what's going to hit him, or he should know what's going to hit him, but he thinks somehow he can manage this. And at the end of the day, for all his work to destroy it, the wisdom will finally be seen. We have a lot of problem with the news media, or the distributed news media, and the water bearers in Congress trying to make arguments. It's so bizarre to me that they're trying to use the tapes of January 6th to prove another version when he's already admitted to it. When he's already sang their songs that they're in prison and said he would pardon them and saying he was his friends. So I don't even see why there's still an issue, but it's that layering of truth. So not all his backers. So if you want to believe that he was the one that did that, you can believe that. If you want to believe it was some kind of whatever that you don't really think he did that, you can believe that. So it's been like select whatever truth you want machine. If you can't believe, you want to back him, but you can only believe up to certain levels. So your hair is just like a vending machine. Pick your choice. Somehow we get clarity, which would really be a phenomenal thing. But, and this is deep water, somehow there is a clarity and really people start, it gets to their values. And there's some type of block here. So like all of this effort, all of this stuff really kind of comes through in a clear, direct way with another speaking indictment or presentation of evidence. This is the first quarter, so it could be that evidence starts coming out in trial. But when we start to see the offer and we see what he did, there's going to be a clarity that that I think will start to change his prospects, or at least we would certainly hope for. Let me take a picture. Okay, quarter two, and this will be, we're just doing 2 quarters. Okay, quarter two, DJT, Donald J. Trump. What's going on in quarter two? Please show us what's going on. Boy, we've got some, I always love it when the rings are stacked or there's things on top of things and he looks like he's diving upside down and okay, let's see where this goes. Here's the angel, which plays Lady Justice in some of these political videos, especially with legal. DJT is right on the top of the microphone, and there's a couple shells down, probably meaning that his speech is supposed to be limited. But we have the hummingbird here also. But I think this is that makes a decision. Basically, he's upside on his head to really do probably or say something not helpful to him personally. And the firestone is here in water, and that's lack of focus, clarity, or clear vision. And you have the other snake bone. So you have a snake bone here and the other one here, which is right on the spoke. There's a power. He tries to do a power move. He makes a power move. He takes a decision. He makes a power move. Platform of power. I'm president or former president. Oh boy. I think he might start to spill secrets. that things he only would know as president. He makes a decision and he repeats them to basically get right up on his head, right into what he's been told not to do on justice, and basically communicate in a transformational way that has to change things. He wants to have everyone looking at him, and he acts in a way that brings a great deal of focus, but I think it could be secrets. The nature stone is here, and there's the genie ring and the jade ring right in it with the shell in it and up. The braided ring is here, which can mean a consortium of groups with a shell in it and up. He is really trying to affect the institution and kind of upturn it a bit. He's trying to get support within different groups or organizations. By what he's trying to bring into consciousness. And you have the nature stone, the blue water stone, and the deep water stone, all in nature, which is chaos. You've got some kind of block here. This could be about relationships with other countries, relationships with world leaders, relationships with allies, country secrets, some known, but there's more details, some unknown, some relevant to things going on right now or what affects the current political situation. I think this could be related to documents, blue water, deep water, things that he had in the documents. I think this can indicate that there are more documents that he holds, and when he starts to disclose, it will be evident that there are some that he still has in his possession. This has to do with a woman, romantic relationship, the Republican Party unlocking or receiving something. He may also try to go after those who have done things for him or favors, and basically if you're not on my team and you don't support me, I'm going to out you in some way, or basically get them back into submission. I think that the second quarter is his retribution tour. I have seen this in the past when he starts to devolve, is be the right term, go down further. At the point, I think that they will resist putting him in any type of confinement as long as he keeps it to basically attacking people, although he could get fined for that and reprimanded. I think that we could hit a place of no return with him over the country's secrets and national security. And the reason I see it as relationships and secrets and government and getting is all of this right here, making a decision, kind of puts us into the place of no return. And the Wedame is here, which is the wild and domesticated self. And the fact that his head is diving into right here with the angel there. Like there is no low. We're back to the grab him by the... There's no place too low to go when he feels threatened. It's all about him feeling empowered. But I don't, this doesn't give me the result of this process. It's more the energy behind it, but I can't see an earth other than a decisions made that can be measured transformative, where you start to measure the damage or measure the impact of what it has on basically the country. Earth could be here, the United States. And the security of the country and our allies. This gets very tricky. I don't know if they can put it back in the box, so to speak. But I think when the other stops working, it will... or he feels like he's losing his case or lost his case, it will get down and dirtier. However, he can use the power. But you see all this energy here, it doesn't go home. So I don't know if this gets stopped. You see a lot of going here, but it's just a little bit gets out. So I'm not sure how far this goes. But I think that in the first 3 months, there might already be a shift in his ability to bring people in, that people are starting to, and his messaging isn't working. So he's going to switch up and reorganize something else. But I can't tell from this reading in this quarter what happens. I can just kind of tell the general energy, but I can't really see that it has an effect. Okay, for entertainment purposes only, we'll let this one stop for now. Have a good day.